Are you ready to re-enter the dating scene? It can be exciting and exhilarating, emotionally charged, and full of anticipation about what the future may hold. But how do you know if you're ready to take that step, get back in the dating scene, and really find the one for you? People often come to me and they're apprehensive and they're unsure and they want to know if they're really ready to take that step. And so in this video, I've put together 8 key questions you should be asking yourself before you start dating again. My name is Kelly Brandley. I'm a dating and relationship coach, and I help men and women just like you find the one and go on to create an extraordinary relationship. In today's video, you are going to learn the 8 questions to ask yourself to determine if you are relationship ready. Question number 1, how happy are you in your life right now? Begin by asking yourself if you're looking for somebody to share your wonderful, amazing life with, or if you're looking for somebody to rescue you from an unhappy one. When you take into account the fact that your external world is actually a mirror of what's going on inside, it's important to recognize that you need to be in a positive, healthy place to attract a positive, healthy relationship for yourself. And of course, the opposite is also true. If you're not in a good place, if you're unhappy or you're miserable, you're likely to attract somebody similar into your life. Or if you do find somebody who's there to rescue you, eventually you're going to get back on your feet, you're going to strengthen, your self-confidence going to be rebuilt, and that person will no longer be able to fill that role in your life, and the relationship will likely break up. So first place to start is make sure you're in a great place in your life, you're happy, and you're looking for someone to share that with. Question number 2, have you emotionally detached from past relationships? Do lingering feelings about your ex, whether positive or negative, still impact you? Unresolved emotions usually indicate that you haven't fully completed the process of letting go of a past relationship. This open loop of emotional attachment can unconsciously sabotage your dating efforts because you talk about your ex and you bring up examples and conversations related to them, and the person you're dating feels that you're still connected and tied to your past. Emotionally cutting ties with your ex means you no longer have positive or negative feelings, but you can talk about them in a very neutral way. This means you don't get upset when you hear their name. At the same time, you're not constantly comparing new dates to your ex-partner and bringing up examples saying, when I was with my ex, he or she used to do this. You know you are completely detached from your ex when you could run into them on the street and have no feelings whatsoever. That's the place you want to get to be ready for the next relationship. Number 3, are you clear on your core values? Do you know what a good partner for you even looks like? Do you specifically know what's in your heart, what you need to have in your life in order to be fulfilled and live out your full potential and your dreams? Understanding what your ideal partner looks like means knowing yourself, your core values, and being able to recognize those in somebody else. Sometimes this takes work and a process to uncover these, especially if you've been a busy parent or you've focused on your career. Now may be the time to reflect on who are you at this stage in your life. I'll put the link below to another video I have on my 5+2 dating blueprint, which will give you some insight into how you go about and why it's so important to understand your core values. Question 4 is there room in your life for a relationship? If your calendar is constantly jam-packed, ask yourself if you genuinely have time for dating. If somebody were to ask you on a date or you wanted to plan a date, would you be able to do it this Thursday or would it be Friday in 6 weeks from now? A lot of people who have been single feel their calendars are constantly busy. And so before you start dating, you want to clear up some space so that you can invite somebody into your life. If you're a single parent, consider how you're going to manage your dating life with your children. I often recommend to people to set a fixed date night a week, which means you get childcare, whether that's hiring a babysitter, doing a swap with a friend, or getting your parents to look after the kids. You should have one night a week available so that you can arrange dates on short notice and you don't have to wait several weeks. Especially if you're using online dating, we all know that if you wait too long, that connection can fade because you do the good morning text, good evening text, and the connection just sort of disappears. So you want to be sure that when you have a great connection that you can meet that person face to face as soon as possible. Question number 5. Do you understand your relationship behavior patterns? When you delve deeply and very honestly into your past relationships, what kinds of behaviors and repeating patterns do you see? If you have a history of becoming either needy or avoidant in past relationships, this is definitely something you're going to want to look at before you start dating again. I have a number of videos I've done on attachment styles. You may want to watch 1 or 2 of those and see if they resonate with you to help you identify what some of those past patterns may be. I have a brilliant quiz that will help you find out what your current attachment style is and give you some deeper insight as to whether or not you're ready for love. I'll put the link to that quiz in the description below this video. Question number 6. How do you feel about yourself and the value that you bring to a relationship? Self-perception is everything. Do you see yourself as being somebody who's valuable and worthy and deserving of a relationship? Or do you struggle with your self-confidence? If self-doubt is clouding your judgment, it's critical to address your self-confidence before you get back out in the dating world. Negative core beliefs, what we think about ourselves, can completely sabotage a budding relationship, whether that's in the very early stages or maybe it's a few months in. So make sure that you understand that you are worthy, you're valuable, and you deserve love. And you won't take things as personally as you may have in the past. Question number 7. Are you clear on what your relationship standards are? What are your relationship standards? Do you often find yourself questioning if they're too high or too low? Are you clear where it's okay to compromise and where not? If you're unsure what a healthy relationship looks like and which qualities and behaviors are non-negotiable for you, then it's time to go back and get super clear on your values and understanding who you are. You want to show up authentically in the dating process. You want people to fall in love with you for who you are and not some version of you that you think you need to become in order for someone to like you. And when we're putting on those masks, that's when we tend to accept behaviors that really aren't okay for us. And those become bigger and bigger problems as the relationship goes on. Finally, question number 8. Are you ready to trust and be vulnerable in a relationship? A relationship requires intimacy in order to really build that connection. Intimacy stands for into me you see. And someone can only see really who you are if you're able to let down the walls and trust them enough to be vulnerable. For someone to see who you really are, you need to have the courage to let down your guard and let them see what's on the inside. If you struggle to trust, if your walls are up or you keep pushing people away, then it's time to look at what is stopping you from being able to trust again. And until you reach that point, I would say there's some work to do before you're going to be fully relationship ready. Knowing if you're genuinely ready to venture back into the dating world again does require some self-reflection. If you find there's some areas of your life that need some attention, it's worth investing the time. Your future happiness depends on it. After all, a strong relationship with yourself and becoming the one first will help you find the one. If you'd like some guidance and support on navigating these questions and doing the work it's going to take for you to be relationship ready, I'd love to help. I invite you to book a free breakthrough call with me where we can take a look at where you currently are and what it's going to take for you to be relationship ready and have fun in the dating process. So there we have it, the 8 questions to ask yourself to know if you are relationship ready. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I wish you lots of love and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.